Hello everyone, my name is stanthesand. I'm sure you already know who I am, but if you don't, hello. Also, it appears we spawned in Dodongo's Cavern. But speaking of Dodongo's Cavern, in this episode, part 3, we're going to be taking on Dodongo's Cavern, the second dungeon of the game, and probably one of my favorites of the Child Link part of the game. It looks like there are many lava pits around here, so watch your step. Okay, thanks a lot. So, I haven't been recording for maybe 2 weeks now. And I just got the Ocarina of Time videos uploaded, so hopefully this is uploaded on a timely manner. But if this is uploaded on Monday, then expect potentially daily uploads, but if it's uploaded on Tuesday, then expect an upload every other day. Hello there, it's editing me. Now, I don't ordinarily do this, and I probably won't ever do this again. But did you know that according to YouTube statistics, hold on, let me pull this up. Did you know that according to YouTube statistics, only 7.3% of the people who actually watched some of my videos are actually even subscribed to the channel? Now, I can understand that. You don't want to subscribe to a channel that you probably don't even know who the creator is. You have never watched any of the videos. You don't even know if they're any good. But I'm a small creator, okay? And even just one subscriber makes me feel amazing. And also, did you know that all you gotta do is click the mouse button? Like, just done. I just did it. You see, I just clicked my mouse. It was that easy. And don't worry, guess what? I guess I gotta say it. It's free, and you can unsubscribe at any time, and it doesn't affect you, and you can even turn off my notifications if you want to. But all you gotta do is just click a red button, and it supports me a lot. You don't even need to have notifications on, so I don't bother you. But anyways, I'll return you all to the video. Have a good day. So, dungeons are actually pretty easy to 100% because of the compass and all that. So you remember, as per the rules, I need to get every single chest in the dungeon, but there are a lot of things, optional things in the dungeon that actually aren't marked on the map or the compass, with like the gold Skulltulas, for example. So, that's the dungeon map. Very convenient. So, I no longer know where to go. But I feel like this might be a bit of a shorter episode simply because I'm just doing Dodongo's Cavern in this episode. Also, I hope YouTube doesn't demonetize me for using the word Dodongo in the title. No, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't get money from this anyways, so YouTube probably, hopefully, shouldn't. Oh no, what's going on? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, alright, that should get it. There we go, okay. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be you. Okay, hold on. I need to get the Deku shield back out. I believe this guy actually just sells you a Deku shield. I'm not sure though, but we'll find out. I give up. If you let me go, I will sell you a Deku shield. It's 50 rupees. Well, first off, I don't need one, and second, I don't have that many. I don't have that much rupees. I always make sure to swap back to the Hylian shield. You don't want to lose that. You don't want to lose the Deku shield. Okay, so this dungeon is a pretty short one, I would assume. Alright, as far as I remember, this dungeon is a pretty short one, especially with how fast we're making it through just the intro. That's especially with kind of how good we are with these bombs. Just kind of making sure they're all hitting their targets exactly as I intend. Okay, great. All these are pointless. Okay, if I can get the bomb to hit the BMOs like directly, I think the bomb will instantly explode, but it already exploded, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So you can probably see that this dungeon is mainly focused on bombs. And I think you'll probably guess what the dungeon item might be from all of these. Okay, now these are the baby Dodongo, because basically if you hit them, they're one shot, but they do blow up after they die, so that's a little thing you should probably be worried about when you go in to fight them. So, there is a hidden room in this room here, but that we can't access yet. You can see that Navi is flying up, but I can't look up there. But basically, she's flying up to a Basically, she's just flying up to sort of a cavern, or like a little passageway that we can't access just yet. Because we need a item or a song later on in the game that we don't have now. So make sure that these keys don't actually hit the fire; they'll turn into fire keys, and these are much harder to deal with, but they're not that bad. Go ahead and grab the slingshot real quick. Alright, and now we've got ourselves the 12th gold Skulltula. The 12th gold Skulltula of the game, I believe. Let's actually check to make sure. Yep, 12th gold Skulltula in the game. That's nice. I hope I put that little thing in the bottom left. I'm quite proud of that edit. So next up is to just push this Armos statue onto this blue switch, and the blue switch will only stay down if it has constant weight. If it has something on it, it'll immediately pop back up if there's nothing on it, which is why you need to put that Armos on there. It's not like one of the yellow switches. You can see we're getting a lot of hearts. I wonder why that could be. Because we're going into a mini boss. This is actually really easy. Basically, you gotta wait for those Zolfos to get up here, hit, then just hold shield, and then hit again. You can only get 3 hits before they run away, and if you try and chase after them, you just can't hit them. They go invincible. But you can move towards the next one that's in the line. Pretty easy. It's a pretty simple boss. It's a pretty simple mini boss, but to be fair, this is like one of the first ones in the game. I say simple. Okay, that's 1 out of 2 down. I go for the second one. And there we go. They're all defeated, and now that opens the door. And so now, you hear those big thundering footsteps. They're actually the introduction of a new enemy, which is going to be a bit, scary for this particular part. But there's another hidden room we can access here, which just simply has one of these guys. Show if I can pull out the shield in time. There we go. Alright, you win. In return, I'll sell you Deku Sticks, 1 piece, 15 rupees. No, I don't need any. And that's all this room has to offer. Actually, always change back to the Hylian. I usually always forget to do that. So, moving on. We now get the introduction of the actual Dodongos. And you have to hit their tails, and then once you hit them, you have to back up, because they'll do a big swing, and you can see that trail right there. That thing signifies that something is doing damage. Alright, and now you've killed it, so now you gotta make sure to stand back, because once it's dead, it'll explode. So let's go ahead and get these all these torches lit, because I believe that's the only way to get through the room. You have to light all the torches in order to open the door. There we go, and that's all the torches lit. Which is why that one business scrub was selling Deku Sticks, because he needed them to move on. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure if you get anything for killing all the Dodongos, but I did it anyways. So let's move on. I'm actually going really fast through this dungeon. Alright, and now that will open up the door on the other side of the dungeon, which will now allow us to move on to the next part of the dungeon. Can I make it across before this goes down. Okay, good. Geez, the avatar's been a little sensitive today. Like, the surprise is being very sensitive. I don't know why. Something must have. Oh, great. As long as I'm gonna get one side. Okay, there we go. That should be good. Hopefully all those bombs grow back by then. Oh, the control rumble is very strong for this one, for this part. It's still going. Alright, there we go. And now that's down, but if we go behind, there's another cracked wall you can break through. So let's go and just put a bomb down there and just break it through. And don't worry, we're not going to need to keep using the bombs provided for a while. But now we're trapped in a room. But how do we get out of here? Because there's just statues here. Well, introducing the actual armor statues, in which you need to blow up with bombs. It's a bit tedious, I will admit. What you can do is, I believe a strategy you can do is you grab a bomb, you throw it at them, which will wake them up, and then you grab another bomb, and you drop it in front of you, and then you allow the Armos to approach. It'll blow it up. And I need to make sure that you get your shield up, because it'll come towards you and explode. That opens up the door. But now there's a chest here, which I believe this chest contains the compass, which we'll need if we want to go and get every chest, which we do need to get every chest in the dungeon. You got the compass. So, now you got the little triangles on the mini-map there, but that's really not that important. So, you can either just climb up the stairs like this, but another strategy, you can just backflip up the stairs and it goes so much faster. Speedrun strats. But what's that sound? You hear a gold Skulltula. Well, once again, we can't actually get that one just yet, because we need to do something because we need to do something else. Or well, we're gonna get the gold Skulltula that's all the way over there much later in the game. But you'll see that there's another gold Skulltula right up there, which we're just gonna go ahead and get real quick, because we have to get all these. Let's climb up these and grab another gold Skulltula. And move on down to the next room of the dungeon. Oh, it's this room. Okay, this is a bit of a difficult room. It provides you with bombs, a bunch of Armos, and the very scary fire keys that are actually very easy to kill. There are Armos in this room, but only some of these statues here are actually actual Armoses that you do need to worry about. But just move the one that's in front of the ladder, and then you can get up and you can step on the switch to open the doors. Well, open the door. Oh no, yeah, it is open both doors. And now you can see that there's a chest all the way over there on the other side of this room. Okay, I don't know why I pulled that out the stick, but that's fine. Now here's a bit of a less scary part that I usually don't have trouble with, but since I'm recording, I'm making mistakes I don't make, and I'm not making mistakes that I usually make. I know that doesn't really make that much sense, but yep. And now here's spike traps. You never know what will be around the corner in these narrow paths. Use Z targeting to always look in the proper direction. This is a useful technique, isn't it? What they want you to do is they want you to use Z target to just peek around the corner. But you can also just not do that. You can get here. Pull this block out. I'm starting to feel like my videos are more like walkthroughs rather than, gameplay videos. And I guess, like, gameplay videos are just kind of overdone. Like, gaming videos, like, hello, everyone. And then you start playing, you're basically playing a video game for a video. I feel like that genre is a bit oversaturated, because like most of YouTube is just a bunch of gaming videos. But I feel like I should probably branch out. Okay, but I feel like my videos are more of like a walkthrough instead of like gaming videos, because I usually only play games that I've already played before, and I guess how I narrate them is sort of talking about how to beat the game. Here's what you need to do, here's what you need to get, here's what's required, here's what's not required, and here's where the optional stuff is. So, my question to anyone who's watching at this part right now while I struggle with these bombs: do you prefer a more walkthrough type approach to my videos? Should I narrate more like a walkthrough? Okay, got it. Should I narrate more like a walkthrough, or should I narrate more like I'm commentating on me playing a game rather than kind of saying what to do? Should I narrate the videos as if I was just playing them casually, or should I narrate the videos as if I was trying to help people get through the game? What would you prefer? Ow. This is the second mini boss area, actually. It gives you more assaults, which you need. I wonder how much damage it actually does for it to force them to move. You can just simply do that. I'm not gonna make that jump, so I'll just wait for it to come over to me. So there's just still this one. Right, come on over. Attack. And then attack. Down. Attack. And there we go. You can just jump over here for it to just run over to the other one. There we go. So over there's a few hearts, but I usually never go for those since the path over there is very narrow and it's way too risky to try and get it. So this room, I hit that one, but there's another flame in the distance. So I'll simply just go this way, turn left, and just smack that eye right there with the slingshot, and I'll get rid of this one. But both of these are timed, so you have to be fast. And there's another big chest here, but usually you always get big chests with dungeon map, compass. We've already gotten those, so what could be in this one? Well, a very convenient item that we'll be using for the rest of the game constantly: bombs. Bomb bag. You found a bomb bag. This whole battle only been from a Dodongo stomach. There's 20 bombs inside now, because it bombs to see and blow stuff up. What a lucky guy. Yep. And that's the dungeon item. We're making record time on this dungeon. I've only been recording for 17 minutes and we're already halfway through the dungeon. So, make sure you hit that switch, because that'll unlock a major shortcut in the form of this pillar coming all the way up here. Wait a second, there's no way. Did they Is that the Ella's Real tablet from Mario 64? It is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Giant dead Dodongo, when it sees red, a new way to go will now be open. Basically, what that's saying is bomb its eyes. You need to drop bombs into its eyes. And there's going to be two holes here that you could just simply pull out a bomb, drop it into the eye. Okay, I think I missed that one. Okay, no. You can drop the other one, and that will just drop. And that'll cause the Dodongo's eyes to go red, opening its mouth. Leading on to the finale of the dungeon. But before we go jump down and go to the final, and go to the boss, let's grab a few extra things we've missed throughout the dungeon. So let me check the map real quick, just to make sure. Okay, see, we missed a room up there. That's fine, because we can just go back, and since we need to be in this sort of hub room anyways, I don't know why I didn't auto jump there. But since we need to be in that this hub room here in order to beat the dungeon, we can easily come back here at any time. So let's just run all the way back to this room where we can jump down and then open up this. So this room is not worth it at all. I believe this room only contains some business scrubs. However, it is a room on the map that we have to open. I'm not sure if these guys give any sort of benefits, but I don't think they do. I think it's just extra things. Deku nuts. No. And Deku seeds. Okay, so it's not worth it, but it is a room on the map, and as per my rules, the rule number 3, as my rules, you must unlock and enter every single room in a dungeon. However, you do not need to do it all in the first time that you're playing the dungeon. So for example, there's a few rooms that we can't access, namely in the Great Deku Tree, which we actually can't access now. There are a few rooms that we cannot access that we can access later in the game. But no matter what, at the end of the dungeon, you have to... At the end of the game, you must have every single room and every single dungeon unlocked, as well as every chest. It's a bit complicated. I'm sure I'll clear it up in like the text that'll show up on screen. Making it a bit clearer. I'll save that for editing me, which is going to be, well, me in like 30 minutes from right now. Well, maybe 40, because I've only been recorded for about 20 minutes now. And we're already on to the final boss. Like, I've made it, well, not the final boss of the game. Like, we're already on to the boss of the dungeon. So we actually, if we're lucky, we might even finish this dungeon and make our way all the way up to the next dungeon in the game, which would be pretty impressive to get all of that done in one episode, which is good because I feel like because as the series goes on, with that switch on, the moving platform goes higher. Now you can quickly reach the second floor, because I know that as the series will go on, the videos that's lava. As the video goes on, the views for the videos in a series will start to slowly go down. Maybe slowly, maybe quickly, I don't know, but nevertheless, the views on a series will slowly start to go down as the series goes on. So I want to try and keep this short. But there's going to be at least, maybe, I'm predicting maybe 10 something episodes. 10 to 12 episodes of Ocarina of Time. No, I'm fine. That opens up that door, but we can't access it because we need to hold it down. Oh, come on. Okay, you know what? It's not worth it. So, I'm predicting about maybe 11 maybe episodes of the Ocarina of Time series. I would greatly appreciate if you would stick around for the series and just at least watch like the endings or something, or at least watch like the climactic parts of the episode. Yeah, just to sort of, or at least just watch it, I guess, if that makes sense. Well, of course it makes sense. I don't know what part of watch the video would not be easy to understand. I don't know. So this should be the final room, the final optional room that we need to unlock, which contains a single Armos, and that sound being a gold Skulltula. So we just need to throw a bomb towards it, blowing it up, and spontaneously also blowing it up at the same time. Okay, no, we're not. Okay, no, that killed the gold Skulltula. Gonna kill that, and then just hold the shield so it can't blow me up. And this is the 15th, 14th gold Skulltula. I don't know. I think it's the 15th. And so that should be the final gold Skulltula of the dungeon, with the exception of one that we cannot get until we get to the next part of the game, or like the next chapter of the game. We can't get it until we've already beaten like we can't get that until much later in the game. So we'll have to just go ahead and wait on that one. But you know what? You know, grab these. These are the healing pots that you usually get. Oh, a fairy. Hello. Okay, so there's a block here that you just push down. And this block you'll need to push this all the way down into the middle of the room in order to hold down the switch to keep the door open. It's probably best to take care of these fire keys. It's probably best to take care of these keys before you go to pull the block. I don't know what's with it, but like the keys just charging at you is actually kind of scary. With like its low poly count because of the graphics or because of the 1998-ness of this game, as well as it just charging straight at you. It's kind of scary. I don't know what's with it. And there we go. About 25 minutes of recording, and we've already made it to the boss. I already beat the boss. Or no, I haven't beaten the boss yet, but I already beat. So, there's a chest here. This chest contains bombs, but we have to get it anyways. So, let me just check the map real quick, just to make sure. And that's it. That's the Dodongo's Cavern, completely finished with the exception of a single gold Skulltula. And now it's time to begin the boss of Dodongo's Cavern. I did not know you were able to see his legs. I don't think that's I didn't actually know that. I don't think that's intentional. I don't know. I didn't know you were able to see. I didn't know you were able to see his legs in that first person. King Dodongo. It's actually a very easy fight. Like, I'll show you exactly how it works. So you Z target, you start backing up, does this, throw a bomb, get your sword out, hit him, and you just run back and you just pull out your shield. You don't really need to run back, all you guys just pull out your shield. Get in like the edge of the screen. It's like edge of the wall, so like here, pull out your shield, and hold your shield. Make sure it's the Hylian shield. And then you just can't get hit. You can see how many times he actually hits the shield with all like the metal impact sounds. Easily do that. And sometimes you don't even get hit, which is pretty impressive. Throw the bomb, and this should be the last one. Easy fight. Beat it in like a minute. And there he goes. He spins around, does what he normally does, and then crashes into the lava, and then burns. And then the lava, for some reason, hardens. And this is the second heart container. Yay! And we are now completely finished with Dodongo's Cavern in record time. 30 minutes, approximately, about 27 and a half exactly, but it's about 30 minutes. We've got a lot more to do though, so I'm not gonna end this episode here. I'm gonna keep going. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Darunia. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from the Dodongo's Cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure. It will make an incredible story. I can't believe that the Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. And that big rock blocking the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you." You, on the other hand, risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How's about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship. And then that should be the second spiritual stone of the game. 2 out of 3. We're almost done with the sort of intro tutorial bit of the game. I guess you can get the first 3 dungeons are more tutorials, because once it gets to, like, the last, like, 6, it gets... I can never remember how many dungeons there are in like, the late game, or like the second half of the game. I can never remember. It's like 6 or 7 or something. You obtained the Goron's Ruby. This is the spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what he means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have 1 more to find. Brother, you'll keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She will power you up. Hey, everybody, let's see off our brother. But we're not going to be getting the spiritual stone yet. You did great. How about a big Goron hug, brother? I miss the old Nintendo where they were actually kind of putting in these like funny sort of jokes here and there. They don't do that anymore, I don't think. I think they try to do it, but they don't really do it that much anymore. So, let's go ahead and wrap up everything that we really need to do on Death Mountain in this part of the game. So, these wall here that are very out of place can actually be blown up. And these will give you some stuff like rupees and a gold Skulltula, which we really need. But our next destination is actually Goron City, because we still got 1 or 2 things to do in there that we need to go ahead and finish up. Before we can before we go up on top of Death Mountain. So, you may have noticed this guy, that big Goron that rolls around. We need to blow him up. But we need to do it in this darkened area specifically. So, this is all about timing, and it's kind of difficult to get the timing just right, because I'm not a very good timing person. You do it too early, well, oh no. You do it too late, guess I gotta wait for the entire thing. I got it done now. So you can talk to him. Alright, I'll give you this in praise of your courage. And, you get a bigger bomb bag. I'm sure we definitely need that. We can now carry 30 bombs. And now we've got another thing to do that once we lit the torches and this big statue here in the middle here starts spinning. Well, our goal is we need to throw bombs into its mouth, into the top of it, in order to have a 1 in 3 chance, it's more like 1 in 50 or something because of how rare it is, to get a piece of heart, which we so desperately need. And I think the hard part is just trying to throw the bombs actually into the top. Okay, I think I got that one. Alright. So there's 3 faces on it. Once you blow it up, it'll spin around, and you want to get it on the happy face. If you get it on the happy face, then if you get it on the happy face, then it will give you a piece of heart as well as some rupees. It's literally standing still. I'm still missing it. I'm really bad at this. Shame this exact same puzzle here is actually required later on. Oh, wait, okay, that was for the shop, I think. Okay, there we go. So it's a bit of a rare chance, but we'll get it eventually. I'll probably either speed this up or skip past 2 when I actually get it. Oh hey, we got it. How convenient, I didn't even need to do anything. So there's that piece of heart, which we so desperately did. I'm actually gonna grab, okay. Oh, there's just a rupee in the way. And now that's 3 pieces of heart. We just need to get 1 more, and now we're getting pushed out of the way. That should be everything that we need. No, not yet. There's 1 last thing we can do. And this is going to be a very helpful thing. It's going to be a very helpful shortcut that will greatly benefit. It will really help us later on. And I believe we can do something else somewhere else here, but I always lose the way. Oh no, it's not up here. It's down here. I think it's right. Okay, okay, it's right here. So there's a little way we can go here. You can actually hear the Lost Woods. Pick up one of these bombs and just let it blow up all these, and we unlock a shortcut all the way back to the Lost Woods. It's a very helpful shortcut that we'll probably never be using, but it's there anyways. So I always forget the way to this room. But there's another room that I don't actually think we can do yet because we don't have the necessary item yet. So we'll save it for later. But we can probably do it now, but I don't think we can. as we don't have the right item. So that should be Goron City mostly finished. We can't completely finish it until much later in the game. So in the previous episode, I did a backflip off of this long fall here, and I missed. This is a shortcut to use to get a piece of heart earlier than intended. It's a little shortcut, but it's very helpful. If you just backflip off of this at the right angle, you can land up here and grab yourself a piece of heart. This should go ahead and fulfill a full heart container, which will expand our health by 1 heart. Very good. The intended way of doing that is you plant some magic beans right here in this soft soil. And speaking of this soft soil, we can go ahead and put some bugs into the soft soil and make sure we catch them in order to, oh, they all went. I dropped them straight on the, oh. Well, okay. Now spawning out a gold Skulltula. And there we go, another gold Skulltula. So, the strategy of throwing the bugs and then immediately recatching them and letting the other two, and letting the others go into the hole. And then the others go into the soft soil. Actually only works in the N64 version of the game. In the 3DS remake, it actually doesn't work. You can't recatch them, making that significantly harder, but a lot more fair, I guess. Well, not fair to us. So let's go ahead and get these weird sort of holes, like these weird cracks. Well, not really cracked, but these weird designs of the wall. Let's go and break them all open until we get to the Skulltulas, which I believe should be this right here. Yes, it is. Okay. So we just need to take this one. Oh, okay. No, we can't get this one just yet. We can't backflip high enough. We can't grab it. So we'll need to leave that there until we can get a later item, which we should be getting in the next dungeon in order to grab that. So now we just need to get all the way back up to the top of Death Mountain, in which we can then access one of the strangest characters in the entire Zelda franchise, excluding like Breath of the Wild or something, because Breath of the Wild's got a lot of strange characters. Well, one of the strangest, I guess. It's not like the strangest, but it's one of the strangest, and like I don't know what was going through their heads when they made the design, but like the 98 was wild, I guess, because of the design. And if I was making money, I'm sure now with how YouTube's going, YouTube would probably strike that video down like immediately. It wouldn't. They would just probably demonetize it, but they would not like the Great Fairy's design like at all. If you know what I mean, you'll find out in a bit. But this is an active volcano, so it's gonna start erupting. So whenever this happens, you just need to pull out your Hylian shield and just hide under it until everything stops. But a little bit after, like all the sound effects stop, because there's gonna be a few more that fall. So you just want to get to this part as fast as you can by just defending, I guess. There we go. Okay. So this should be the last one that we need to go to, and we should be able to make it. So we should be able to make it to the end. No, maybe not actually. Okay, now this will be the last one. There we go. Alright. So now we need to just take out all these regular Skulltulas. Not gold ones, just these regular ones. In order to make our way up here. And there's one more that we need to take out. Alright. Accidentally hit the Sheikah stone. It's ironic because the Sheikah stone seems to be made out of stone, but it bounces and wiggles. Oh, and it's you again. But don't worry, we don't actually have to talk to him right now. Okay, just throw the bomb off to the side there. Wait, bugs. Okay, hold on. How much? It's literally Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I can't believe they added that into the game. Bugs, get it? Because the game's super broken. Okay. So, time for the Great Fairy. So, all we need to do is just play Zelda's Lullaby, and we get upgrades. But YouTube will probably demonetize me for the design, but I don't make money, so I'm kind of above demonetization until I get monetization. Kind of above demonetization, because I cannot actually get demonetized, because I don't have any, I'm not making any money, so, Great Fairy. We're going to be encountering a lot of these. In fact, after this one, and when we get back down to Kakariko, we're going to get another one. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. I probably am never going to use this. But we get, wait for it. The spin attack, or you just hold B and then you can unleash a big spin, and it uses magic, which we will now get. If you want to release energy without charging your weapon, just rotate the joystick once and press B for a very effective quick spin attack. When you charge power for a spin attack, magic power will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. Hey boy, you're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in on a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. She'll surely grant you another new power. And this power we do need in order to beat the game. When battle has made you worry, please come back to see me. And we do need this other power over at Hyrule Castle in order to beat the game. We don't need it for much later, but we do need it, regardless. And it's also very helpful to have in the fourth dungeon of the game. So, we're not going to talk to the owl yet. Instead, we're going to enter the crater of an active volcano. It's a very safe thing that you should always do. You should do it. I recommend you all try this at home. It's a very efficient thing to do. So, because it's so hot, we can't actually stay in here for a while. So, we need to break this crate first and foremost. That'll give us a gold Skulltula. Grab the token. And now, we need to quickly rush in. This is another shortcut you can take. You need to go here, and you need to move, and you need to go down. And you can see there's already a piece of heart right there. You need to climb down. And then grab the piece of heart. And now, I don't think we're going to be able to make it out in time, so another strategy you can do is just jump in the lava. This is another strategy you can do, and it'll respawn you right back at the entrance, in which you can then leave. And now, that should wrap up everything that we really need to do for Death Mountain. So let's talk to the owl. Great. Well, it looks like you've grown up a little from the Great Fairy's power, but you still don't really look like the hero who will save Hyrule, at least not yet. If you're going back down the mountain, I can lend you a wing. Come here and grab my talons, and hold on tight. So, you do a little cutscene, and this cutscene is actually very important because there's another item that we're going to get from this cutscene. So, he'll just fly you down back to Kakariko. And we do need this because we land on this roof. And before you jump straight off, run off to the right here, all the way over to the right, and then just drop off. So you can enter here, this little hole here, and grab yourself another piece of heart. Very, very handy. And that's 2 pieces. A lot of collection. I'm gonna go crazy with this, with that little animation. So how many gold Skulltula tokens do we have? Okay, only 16, so there's none left. So there's not, well, we're not there yet. Okay, while we're here, since we have 200 rupees, I'm gonna go ahead and go up and do the grave digging tour. If it's there. If it's not, then I'll wait to do it, and we'll go ahead and do the grave digging tour. Because we need to get that piece of heart, because I know I'm gonna forget it eventually. Okay, good. Grave digging tour. Okay, I know I'm gonna forget to do this eventually, so I'm gonna want to go ahead and get this wrapped up with quick. We've got about 20 attempts to do this, as well as a few opportunities to make our money back, get some more attempts. So let's just hope we get some. Oh hey, you see? You got 2 runs paid for. Except that I'm already up to max, So, I will either speed this up or skip through, and I will meet you all back once I've completed the grave digging tour. Finally, yes, okay. It's okay, okay. Good thing we got this. That's the piece of heart. So, save the game now. Perfect. Okay. So, while doing the grave digging tour, I spotted this over here. Another soft soil spot. Soft soil spot. So, drop the bugs and recatch them. I believe every single one of these soft soil spots has a gold Skulltula. So every time you see one of these, drop some bugs in it. If it doesn't give you one, then you've already gotten that one. That's another gold Skulltula in the books. We never have to come back here ever again. Well, you know, for optional stuff. Well, scratch all that I just said. Yeah, we do have to go back there. So, now that's all that done. So now it's time to go back to the Great Deku Tree. So what we can actually do is we can take a shortcut through Dodongo, through Goron City to get back to the Lost Woods very quickly. So I will meet you all back at the Great Deku Tree. And we're back. So we're just going to jump all the way down here. And we're going to go ahead and grab that hidden, and we're going to go ahead and grab that and we're going to go ahead and go to that room that we couldn't open because we needed bombs for it. We've got bombs now, so let's go ahead and go back through here, and let's go ahead and open up that room and collect whatever's on the other side, which will also subsequently 100% complete the Great Deku Tree. Let's just place down a bomb there. Grab that Deku Nut, you don't really need it. To defeat this. Oh, okay, no, actually, no, we can't actually get this yet. You can hear it. You can hear that gold Skulltula, but you can't see it. Because if you look up, it's up on the wall, which we can't get yet. So we're gonna have to wait until we get the next item to actually get that. But we opened up the room, which is kind of is another thing that matters. So our next destination is actually going to be a new location, which you haven't been to, in the middle of Hyrule Field, because there's also a few things we need to get there. But before we do that, there's also a lot of things that we can get in Kokiri Forest at night, specifically. So we're going to go ahead and get some stuff in Kokiri Forest at night. We're going to again finish up everything we need to do in Lon Lon Ranch, and I believe I'll go ahead and end the episode there. So I will meet you all back at Kokiri Forest. And welcome back to Kokiri Forest. So there's a few gold Skulltulas that we can actually go ahead and get in this area. I don't exactly remember where they are, but there are a few things. There are nevertheless a few gold Skulltulas that we can get here in Kokiri Forest at night. One of which being up here. Which here we can't actually go over this, so you can just back up over that. A little workaround. And this one you can backflip into to grab. It's another one that we can grab. I believe will be this direction. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm not exactly, I can't exactly remember the locations here in Kakiri Forest. There is, however, a soft soil spot over here. And once again, I haven't said this yet, but we're doing a 100% run is always about getting sidetracked. You're gonna go somewhere like, oh right, you know, I've got something to do here. I'll go and do that. Oh, another thing we can do is we can actually go and grab this item. But basically, 100% is basically all about getting off track and just going and doing things. So there was a house that actually we don't really need it anymore. But there was a house that we could have gotten some hearts in, but clearly we don't really need hearts anymore. And once again, there is another thing that we can go ahead and get in the Lost Woods. And that, I mentioned, was something that cost, I believe, 20 rupees that we didn't have at the time. We've got a lot more than 20 rupees. Oh, another thing that we can do is we can jump here and we can play Sarya's song. That's not it. It's this. And you can play Sarya's song on this little pedestal here to the Skull Kid, which will net us another heart piece. You know Sarya's song, we should be friends. Here, take this. And that's another heart container. Very convenient. We've already gotten that one. I remember getting that one. So if we now jump down here, pull out our Deku shield, run into that wall. Very, very important that. Very important you do that. And then get this. We can get a Deku stick upgrade. Okay, it's 40 rupees. We've still got plenty. We can get ourselves an upgrade to Deku sticks. We can now hold 30, I think. I don't know. We can hold more Deku sticks now. And I believe there's another place that we can go. I'm not sure about the route because I don't exactly remember where the route is, but I know that there's another place that we can go ahead and get some more things. And to go ahead and get some more items. I can't fully remember what the path is. It's not that way. But I believe it's this way. It might be. Yes, okay, here we go. So there's a few business scrubs here. So your Deku nuts, don't need those. Another one. That's just selling Deku sticks, we don't need that. So let's go and make sure we have our bugs out, and we need to go ahead and put some bugs into this soft soil right here, which will net us another gold Skulltula. Should catch him again. To set up the bottle glitch, the bottle on B glitch. No, I don't. Well, just kidding. I would like to know how to do the bottle on B glitch because it sounds like so complicated. And how do people discover those types of glitches? Drop bugs, recatch them, backflip, go to the specific location, do the exact same thing all over again. I don't know how people discovered that. Not this. Okay, I can't do that yet. We need something else, which I believe we can actually go ahead and get right now. I don't think we're at the point in the game where we can access everything yet. Okay, we need to go ahead and just leave. Okay, we need to leave the Lost Woods. I'll go ahead and just go the wrong way, which just send me straight back to the entrance. So now we need to head over to Castletown. There's another thing. There's some more things we can go ahead and get in there. No. We need to head to Lon Lon Ranch first. The place in the middle. Well, okay, we need to head over to the Lon Lon Ranch first. It also needs to be nighttime to get these. So I'm gonna go and play the sun song here. It's not it. It's not it either. That's not it either. What's the sun song? That's it. There we go. So I'll go ahead and play the sun song real quick just to make it night. Just to make it night again. Wait. Okay, they opened the gate and immediately closed it again. Great. So now we're in Lon Lon Ranch. There's a few things we can get at night, and then we'll have to set it back to day in order to get another thing, which we need for later on. There's a gold Skulltula right up there, like at the very top of the screen. It's no longer on screen. We can't get yet. We need that other item that we need for those other 3, but we can get one here. We can get that one, and now we need to run around the back of this racetrack here to get another one. Then we need to enter another location in this place in order to get another 2 things. And then I'll go ahead and end the episode there because this episode's getting very long. So, right here is the next thing that we need. Okay, no, there's another thing over here, but we still can't get that one because we need that other item. We still can't get that. So there's 4 things we cannot get yet because we need another item. So in here, all we need to do is just drag this back, as well as drag this back, push that forward, and drag this one all the way back. And drag that back as far as it can, which should just be 1. And there access a hidden passageway here, which leads to, would you look at that, a piece of heart. Just what we're after. Alright, and I believe I am going to end the episode in this very scary cave here. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the next episode, we will be doing a few more optional objectives, as well as be taking on, probably not be taking on, but we will be getting to the 3rd dungeon in the game, and maybe even do the 3rd dungeon next episode. So anyways, like, subscribe, do all that other YouTube stuff you're supposed to do, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.